All right, we are back to it. Still live today, Friday, March 13th, 11:34. Little interruption there. But we're going to jump back into it here. I pulled up some call notes from a Patty, a seller out in Virginia and Huntington. Sorry, uh, Wyoming, in Huntington. Looks like the condition of the property says it's old and work needs to be done. Needs updates. The roof is 12 to 13 years old. There's no tenants currently. Why is she looking to sell? She's looking to downsize. How quickly? Soon, 3 to 6 months. There's no mortgage on the property. She didn't give a price that she's looking for. Also, it says, would she be open to monthly payments? She says she has to think about it. She gave us her email and a good time to call back. Additionally, there's a rapport note that says she's an elderly woman. Her husband passed away, and she has a granddaughter who's graduating college and joining the army. It's a 5 bedroom house and too big for her. She doesn't need all the space, so she's thinking about downsizing. So she's looking to sell in the next 3 to 6 months. Let me pull this up on Zillow so we can get eyes on it. Alrighty, I have her here. So it looks like a 3 bed, 1 bath based off of Zillow. So maybe she's including an office or some small rooms as another bedroom. Sorry if I'm always looking at the computer here while I'm analyzing this, guys. Hope you can still hear me okay with this mic. Um, all right, so it's estimated at $53,000. Again, it's 3 bed, 1 bath, 1,500 square feet, and it's a single family. And it sits on a 1.37 acre lot. It's fenced in with neighbors on either side, so I'm guessing this lot pushes out to the back. I am going to give her a call. It does look like properties in the area are selling for 65,000 is a good comp. This one's a little bit bigger for 85,000. Let me go down to the map and zoom out and see some recently solds. 65. What's this one? 5,000. That must have been a family transaction. Alrighty. I pulled her up on PropWire as well to see when it last sold. So the property last sold in November 1st of 2014, and it was for $10,000. Uh, let's see here. All right, let's give Patty a call.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
All right, double dollar. You're not trying. So in the notes, she was looking to sell in 3 to 6 months, and the call notes are from September 17th, 2025. They actually called at the exact same time, so I'm hoping she'll give me a call back. 3 to 6 months. It has been 6 months, so hopefully she hasn't sold. It's not on market, clearly, because we just pulled it up on Zillow. So I don't see anything indicating that she has sold. So hopefully we can stay on top of her and help facilitate her move into something smaller, and complement each other in this transaction. We added a note here. I'm going to move this over in our CRM to called and texted, no answer. And then we'll try them again later. All right, left myself a note. Let me just throw in here that um, what am I throwing in here? Oh, the text message. Let me shoot her a text. Again, my name's Peyton Lawler here in Cromwell, Connecticut, calling out of my father's law office. My partner Pat should be walking through the door any minute. As we both share a office line, I always introduce myself as Pat. It's just simpler, easier, and I don't have to spell my name out so often talking to multiple people a day. So I'm saying, hey, this is Pat. Are you still open to selling? And this is on Virginia Ave. Alrighty. Send, go back, move her over. Alright, now let's dig into something new. Michael, should we check you out? Alright, let's see. This might be a condo. Pull it up on Zillow. Give you guys some information as I can here. Keep you updated. These are long videos live, unedited. I'm going to take these videos and cut them down into shorts so it'll just have our calls so you don't have to watch so much. I'm also going to give in the call notes, where you should skip ahead and see some conversation. Um, but yeah, I don't want to make you guys feel like you got to watch these entire videos. This is kind of like the ordained, drawn out, thing you do every day. This is like the boring part: analyzing, pulling up the next lead, keeping your CRM organized. Fun parts when you get them on the phone. You get to kind of jump into someone's life, whatever they're in the middle of, start talking about their property, find out if there's something there for the two of you to work out a deal, and that's what this channel is all about. So we'll definitely have a log for each day, full videos uncut like this. The only thing I'll cut out is me standing up, turn off the camera, and turn it on. Aside from that, we're going to be rolling. And like I said, we'll dice it up into shorts, and you guys can just watch us on the phone, so you get right into the action. So this is a two-family property. It's 1505 and 7th Ave, and it's estimated at 168,000. It's brick, which is awesome. And we're in Huntington, Wyoming. So we're out there. Considering I'm sitting here in Cromwell, Connecticut. Let's go over these call notes together. A little bit more about the house before we do, I guess. It's 9 beds, 4 baths, 5,000 square feet, so it's a behemoth. It's brick, and it's kind of looking like a little castle. Not the best area. It's got a vacant lot next to it. As I scroll around here, looks like some of the windows are boarded up. Um, Looking like it might not be the best neighborhood. Something that sold recently here, 130K. It looks like it last sold this property uh, in 2011 for 90,000, 87.5 to be specific, and they look to be going for about 120 needing work. Computer's dragging, guys. Bear with me. And also, right now, I'm being a little bit over analytical. It's still pretty early. It's 11:44 Eastern Standard Time, so I'm gonna really start just hammering the phones, pulling up the property as I get them on the phone, so we're not wasting too much time. Right now, we're just shooting some videos, getting warmed up for today, letting that coffee start to brew. Then we're gonna really just start making the calls and connecting with people. And like I said earlier, people really start to pick up later in the day. Is anyone really gonna pick up a random number early in the morning? Then jump into a conversation about their property? I mean, most likely not. They're out there, but you know, like I said, later in the day we're gonna have a lot more action. All right, so pulling her up. Yep. So Zillow thinks he's 170 though. Like I said, 168. There's a sales range though from 116,000 up to 228, and this is putting us in the middle. So like I said, there's some comps in the area for 120. I think that's closer to what this is going for. Now let's get into our call notes. Hey, Michael, let's see what you're up to, bud. So Michael owns this property. It says it needs upgrades and repairs. It's a rental. Recently upgraded a single one of the units. Doesn't know the age of the roof. It is tenant occupied. There's no reason for selling and didn't specify how quickly, didn't specify the mortgage or a price or if he'd take payments. He does have other properties, and it says he has multiple properties he's interested in selling. We were talking about the property, and he had to take another call and ask me to hold on. Then the line got disconnected. This is again back in September of 2025. Today again is March 13th, 2026. So let me see how I can get him on the phone. All right, I just added in the Zillow link to make it a little easier on myself in the future, so I can just pull it up in our call notes. Now let's hit the ringer. Do, 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 do.
Mailbox belonging to 30461762088 is full and cannot accept.
Just means he wants me to call him again, I'm pretty sure.
A mailbox belonging to 304.
It's a double tap. No bueno. Yeah, I feel like he was there and he might have hung up on that one. Let me give him a third call. I feel like that's the new thing. I feel like it might be 3-0.
Hello.
Hey, Mike, how's it going? It's Peyton. You spoke with.
Good.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Nice Friday morning, yeah. Um, look,
Yeah.
you spoke with my associate Emily in September about selling 1505 7th Ave there.
About what?
About potentially selling a couple of your properties there in Huntington.
Yeah, you want to buy?
I sure do. That's why I'm calling.
How many you want to buy?
I mean, if we can strike a deal, I'd buy them all for the right price, right?
You the man.
I'm the man. No, seriously. Go ahead.
I will hook you up.
Okay, let's talk about it. I was calling about 1505 in 1507 7th Street there.
Yeah.
Are you willing to let that one go?
Possibly. Um, possibly.
Okay.
I own several others on that block, so I don't know that I would just want to sell one. If I was going to sell a bunch, I would.
Okay. And why would you sell a bunch?
But I'll listen. Huh?
Why would you prefer to sell as a bunch?
I mean, honestly, I've been thinking about selling all the ones that I own. Honestly.
Okay. And what's the reason? Are you just looking to get out of real estate or problem tenants?
No, not necessarily the tenants. It's just I own a lot of different houses and they're kind of scattered out, and I would like to consolidate into maybe one location.
Awesome. So tell me, if we're talking about this Huntington area and you got a few in that area, what's the property addresses in addition to 1505 and 7 that you're looking to sell?
There's about 40 of them.
40 of them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And are you looking to like ideally sell them cash and then you're going to snowball this into more properties into a more central location for yourself? Or would you be open to potentially like selling owner financing, taking monthly payments on it?
Um, I would really prefer no owner financing, if possible. I mean, if that's the only way to get the deal done, I would consider some. I'm open to creative financing if that's your question.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, I'm an investor myself. I mean, I'm not going to live in 40 properties, obviously, and I'm not really looking to pay retail pricing. So, I mean, I would love to work something out where if the numbers make sense, I can pay you over retail or something. You can get some interest. It just has to make sense for me as well. That the renters inside are going to cash flow. But then it would basically wipe your hands clean. I would, take over all responsibility for the property. You're going to make interest in collect some principal every month, then I go ahead and get to collect a little bit of rent. Yeah. So there's 40 properties. I'd love to dive into all this. Last we spoke, I did grab an email from you. Can I just confirm it's good?
Sure.
Absolutely. Just 1 second. What do you got going on today?
Tell me. We're just cleaning up. We just got a big tree on one of the properties. So we're cleaning that up today.
Hardwood tree or?
Yeah, it's like a, what was that? Water maple, I think is what they called it.
Nice.
It's got like a 10 foot of around. The base of it's about 10 foot of around.
Holy cow! How many years old do you think that thing was?
Oh, whole bunch. Whole bunch. That thing is big. Probably 100 plus.
Jesus. Hey, I just looked and I actually don't have your email. Would you mind if I grab it from you?
Sure, it's Mike, M-I-K-E, Ankrum, ANKROM, at hotmail.com.
Awesome. All right. I'll just introduce myself quick. My name's Peyton Lawler. I'm calling you here from Cromwell, Connecticut. Um, we are looking to acquire a bunch of properties, and so this could definitely be beneficial to the two of us. What I'd like to do is just go ahead and shoot you an email. I know you're in the middle of things now. If you could send me over all the properties you're looking to sell, if you could tell me what you're looking to get for them too, that'd be great. And then I would love to dig into each of them specifically. Find out the condition of each, what they're renting for, etc., and try to come to terms on this. Would you be able to get that over to me by the end of the weekend? You think?
Possibly.
Okay,
Possibly.
that'd be great.
Let me just ask you a couple of questions. Like, so you're wanting to, so that I can understand, what your thought process is on acquiring properties. Are you wanting the current owner to owner finance the whole thing?
Well, to be honest, I'm just looking to see if there's something where we can benefit each other. If it works for you and you're willing to owner finance one of them, and I'm going to cash flow and take over, all the, responsibilities, then I'd love to do that. If there's a property you have that I feel like I could buy cash and I could fix up and then refinance and put renters in that way, I'd love to give you, a cash offer for it. I'd say it's most likely going to be, property dependent. I know you want to sell all of them together, but maybe with like owner finance some, maybe you'll sell me some cash. Maybe it's best for you just to list it with an agent on a couple of them. But I'd have to really do my homework on each property to kind of come up with a solution that works for both of us.
Well, what I would kind of like, what I really don't want to get into is, and everybody wants the good ones, right? And nobody wants the break even ones. Everybody wants the ones that's cash flowing. But I can't sell or give away the good ones and get stuck with the bad. Um,
And the only thing is, like,
so
I understand your point, and to ours too. We're not in the business of buying bad deals, of course. It's gonna have a little something on it. If it's just cash flow and $100 a month, that's something. Appreciation over time, the mortgage is paying itself down. If we could come to terms on, like, interest rates and stuff, I mean, interest rates are pretty high right now. If you could save us a point, that's going to go a long way. Um, so again, it's really just going to be kind of like property dependent. But I would love to dig into all of them. If you have the time over the weekend to send over all that, then maybe we can connect sometime next week. And after I've gone over everything, we can kind of start putting pen to paper on, like, some offers.
okay. What about? Um, do you have the ability to get a loan somewhere if maybe I did something for you on the down payment?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah, we got hard money lenders. We're
That,
approved to buy quite a bit of real estate here. We work with a hedge fund, so
okay. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I was thinking. If there was a way I could, you know, we're talking $7 or $8 million worth of property.
yep, yep, no problem.
A down payment on that substantial. There might be something we could do to help you.
Yeah, I would love that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you over an email with my information. Then, like I said, if you can just get me those property addresses, if you can just tell me, just in a brief sentence, the condition of it, if they're both rented, then just how much they're rented for. That'd be great. From there, I can dig into everything. We can set up a time next week. Hop on a call again whenever you're free and not cutting down a tree. Then we can kind of just go from there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, buddy. Thank you for calling.
Yeah,
Send me an
Mike.
email.
I appreciate it. Let me just run it by you
All
again.
right.
It's just Mike, your last name, Ankrum, Ankrom, at hotmail.com.
Yep.
Awesome. I appreciate it. All right. Well, have a great
Thank you.
Friday, and I'll shoot you a text or email now, rather.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. All right, guys. There we go. That guy has 40 properties just in that area he wants to sell. Holy cow. You never know what happens when you make one phone call, right? So it sounds like he's willing to work with us. I don't know what area he's centrally looking to relocate all his rentals to, but sounds like he wants out of that Huntington area. So if we can make something work, I'm sure out of those 40, we're going to be able to find something. We're going to work with them. Hopefully we can buy some of these properties from them, and hopefully we can sell some to them in the future as well, right? That was a great call, I feel like. I'm going to throw in some call notes here, move them into the answer featured follow-up in our CRM. Then we're going to start sizing up the next lead, get on the phone, and see if we can get some more follow-ups. It's really about touches. You don't call someone typically and get a motivated seller who's just itching to sell, like problem tenants. Maybe they're getting foreclosed on in a week or so, and they just want to sell the property on the spot. Typically, it's multiple touches. You're gonna call, you're gonna introduce yourself, shoot them an email, shoot them a text, keep following up. But then after you've built a lot of rapport, you're gonna be able to make the offer. You're gonna have all the information in front of you. The seller's comfortable with you, and then you can move forward that way. It never typically happens in one, right? So that's the second call with him technically. So Emily spoke with him back in September. He was willing to sell that property, but was busy, had to get off the phone. Now we followed up, 6 months later, and he's interested in selling all 40 of those. So again, I'm gonna try and make something happen here. It's now 11:58, Friday, March 13th. People are going to start to pick up the phone. That guy's already had his coffee, already ripped the chainsaw, took down that big maple tree, like you said. It is, again, cool to just kind of hop into the middle of someone's life, in the middle of what they're doing, right? So let's move him over, take some notes, and then hop into the next one. Delete note. Screenshot that. I don't want to lose that email. God forbid I accidentally delete it, right? It's pretty easy to remember, but all right, so 7 or 8 million in property. He has 40-ish properties he's looking to sell in the area. He wants to sell them all to relocate his rentals